Alright, you bastards, this is Some-Belgian-prepper, and today we're going to talk about this specific type of candle lantern. But, yeah, as you can see, it does not give that much light, but that's because of the camera perspective, because I can see everything around me here in the basement. So, yeah, that's something that you do not see on the camera. So I will put the light on, so you have a better look about the lantern. Alright, back to the land of the light. But first, if you're interested, I have written a book. It's the first part of an 11-part detective series. If you're interested, the link will be down below in the description. And yeah, so what are we going to talk about? And I know I already made a video about uh, candle lanterns, but to be honest, those were before I met this little beauty. This is a candle of Yuko, and yeah, this is actually perfect for preppers, unlike most lanterns I've seen. So what's different about this thing? Well, several things that makes it more perfect for not only for your bug out bag, but also even for your EDC bag. So what's the problem with regular lanterns? Like you can see, this is one of those lanterns you can carry, but it has several problems that I probably mentioned in the one video, and that is it's made out of heavier metal. Second problem is you cannot put anything on top. Third, it has big. Most models have big pieces of metal that will block some light. It's kind of big for its size, and yeah, it's not really stable. And to get the candle out, you have to open it, get the glass out, put the candle on, and yeah, that could be a hassle. And another thing is the candle is loose in this thing. So all the negative things I mentioned about this type of candle holder, this has not. Well, the first thing is it's very small, so it's compact, so it fits in your bug out bag and even in your EDC bag. So what I also like is it has exact the diameter of a candle, a tea light candle, so I can stack a few on top of this and it will not take that much space. Unlike this one, you can stack some candles within it, but it's not that efficient in use of volume. So you can stack them on, but they will start to rattle, or you will take even too much air for this kind of compartment. So here I can stack at least 4 to 5 tea light candles, given if you use the large one, the one who are a little bit higher. So that's another thing you need to watch out for. Never use a candle that is bigger than this. I would say the rule of thumb are 2 thumbs. If it's bigger than that, then the wax on the side will not burn that efficient, and yeah, that's could be problematic, and it's a loss of energy and space and volume. So always use this. This will burn more efficient. So next thing that is handy with it, it's as you can see, it's stuck in here, so it will not even move or rattle or even get lodged out of its place when you do a certain movement like this. Yeah, the wax can spring around, but the whole candle tea light is being stuck in here with I will show you actually, with this kind of grip. So yeah, and this brings us to another advantage, and that is I can remove the candle from beneath with just rotating it, so it's sturdy in place, instead of this thing that can go off immediately. So yeah, I can change the candle whenever I want without burning my hands when it's too hot, or there is another problem. So yeah, that's another thing that I really like about this. Next thing is the top side. The top side, as you can see, is made from metal, but as you can see, it has 3 parts of metal, so it will not conduct that much heat towards the points where you hold the handle. So this will not warm up that easily, because there is only 3 points of where the heat can be conducted. And that brings us to another advantage. I can keep my tea warm on this, so it will not only bring light, but I can take a mug, I can place it on this, and when there is tea or coffee on top of it, or perhaps soup, this will keep it warm after you take it from heated it up with a camping stove or a gas stove or some other type of fire that you cannot always put your cup on top of it. I will admit you cannot. It's very hard to boil with it. If you I tested it out and I was a little bit disappointed in that after 2 hours putting it on top of this, then it started to boil a little bit, but it was not enough to make it into saved drinking water or to cook the water or to heat the tea like that. But if it's already warm from, like I said, camping stove or something, you can keep it on this, and yeah, no problem. It will keep it warm. That's a good benefit of this. So yeah, another thing that I like about this is this handle is made out of stiff wire. So what's the good thing about this? Well, it's just simple metal wire. So whenever this breaks, bends, or you need to replace it, I can just take some metal wire, snip it, put it in place, make a little hook on the inside with just my multi-tool, and it's fixed again. Contrary to most of these things, if this breaks off, then yeah, then it's a little bit. Then you have to improvise a little bit more to put a handle on it, and because it's a stiff handle, I can keep the light in front me like this, because that's a little disadvantage of it. Because the top is open, you can, if you hold it like this, if the flame is not too big or the candle is not too high, that's a little bit disadvantage. It will it can if you keep it your hand long enough carrying it like this, it can get a little bit too hot if, depending on what kind of candle that you use, if the wax is stronger or the candle is bigger. It's not really that big of a deal, but if it's too hot, I can at least do this, and it's no problem. I can still use it. So yeah, that's another thing. Another thing that is a good advantage is it's very small, it's safe, it does not conduct much heat to the bottom, because bit that will rest on the ground is made out of a strong plastic, and because of the grips, it will not make contact directly with this, so this will not get hot. So this is actually very handy to put into your tent for light and for heat, because it's a very small candle. It will not produce much carbon monoxide, so there's less chance that you will there is less chance that you will get rid of all the oxygen inside of your tent if if it's that tight tent. But in some winter models of tents, that could be a serious problem. But because it's so small and no gives almost no smoke, it's perfect to keep your tent warm during winter or cold bug outs or just camping. So yeah, that's something that I also like about this. It's just a little portable heater that is very safe, and there is less chance that it will start to melt the plastic of your tent, whether it's upside or on the where it make contact with the floor. So yeah, that's another benefit of this. Another benefit is it gives so much light, like you saw in the beginning. I know the perspective of the camera, it will not look like much, but I could see everything in this room by just this small candle. So yeah, it only has 3 parts, so there's not much light being blocked. And yeah, that's another benefit of this. And to be honest, it was fairly cheap for something else, because this, if you buy this in the store, this will cost much more than this. If you take in account all the advantages of this Yuko lantern. So yeah, I would say give it a go. It's very small for your bug out, for your EDC. So yeah, but be sure to pack a, because this is one of these things that I like, because if you're on a bug out, you can always rely on the simple humble tea light instead of something that is with the batteries. I would say keep it simple. This will not only give light but also heat, and yeah. So this was the video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. If you get any other ideas to do with this thing, let me know. Oh, There's still one more thing that you can do with this, because you can take the other side with it. If you're going to make a campfire, or you're going to build a fire during your bug out, you can just light this with one match like this. It will you can put this on top, and while you're building or creating your campfire, you can just put it a little bit off. You take your Kindle, put it on this, and then you can put your Kindle onto your campfire, and if it fails, you can try again without losing another match, or when the conditions are not that favorable because of too much wind or moist, and you need to take several attempts to build your campfire. So that's another benefit of this that I've forgotten to say. So yet again, subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Leave a like, comments, share this video and all that good stuff. Look into the description if you're interested into detective stories, and yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Cheers!